Class 11. I'm again back with a new topic. Today in this video, we'll try to learn the topics of branches of geography based on systematic approach, branches on geography based on regional approach, and physical geography and its importance. So let's get started. The first topic that we will learn is branches of geography based on systematic approach. So on the basis of systematic approach, the geography is divided into physical geography and human geography, and third one, biogeography. Now let us see physical geography. Now physical geography here includes geomorphology, climatology, hydrology, and soil geography. What is geomorphology? Geomorphology means the study of landforms, their evaluation and the processes which led to the evaluation of different landforms. Now, what is climatology? Climatology deals with climate. That means structure and composition of atmosphere, the climatic regions, climatic types, elements of weather and climate, all includes in climatology. What is hydrology? Hydrology deals with water. That means water bodies like lake, sea, ocean, ponds, and any other water bodies, and the effect of water bodies on human beings and their activities. What is soil geography? Soil geography is related to soil. That means the process of soil formation, layers of soil, the fertility of the soil, mineral composition of the soil, and different soil types. On the basis of those soil types, how those different soil types are utilized by human beings. Now let us move ahead with human geography. Human geography includes social cultural geography, historical geography, population and settlement geography. We have economic geography. Now what do you mean by social and cultural geography? Social and cultural geography is a study of society, its spatial dynamics and cultural elements that are contributed by the society. Now what do you mean by historical geography? Historical geography deals with historical processes through which the spaces get organized. Every geographical regions may have some historical experience which help them to be in the current status where they are now. Now the geographical phenomena also we will see that there they have temporal changes in the geographical phenomena. So that is a main concern of historical geography. What do you mean by population and settlement geography? Population and settlement geography deals with both rural, that means the countryside or the villages, and urban, which means town. Here we get to know about the population distribution, the population composition, sex ratio. We get to know about the age-sex structure, the occupational structure, right? And also we get to understand the relationship or the characteristics of rural and urban settlements. Now, what do you mean by political geography? Political geography is the study of state as a special unit as well as the people. From the angle of political divisions, we will see here that it relates to study of state boundaries, spatial relationship between neighboring political units, the process of election, and it also provides a theoretical framework which is very important to understand the behavior of the people in terms of politics, so political behavior of the people. Now what do you mean by economic geography? Economic geography studies about the production, the consumption, and the distribution of commodities. It mainly deals with different economic activities like industry, agriculture, trade, commerce, which helps in the development, economic development and cultural development of the people. Here you can see these are the economic activities: agriculture, industry, tourism, trade and transport, infrastructure services, all plays a very important role in developing economic and cultural development of a society and cultural development and economic development of human beings. Now, as you can see, biogeography is correctly located in between physical geography and human geography. So we can say that biogeography is the interface between physical and human geography. Biogeography means the study of plants and animals, right? So we are studying the plants and animals. Now, plants and animals are very important for the physical environment, and also it is very important for the human beings, because human beings are dependent on the plants and animals. Now, plants provide us with oxygen, which is important for human beings. Also, it takes carbon dioxide, which is important for its own growth, right? So animals are also dependent on the plants and animals, both are dependent on the physical environment, because the physical environment provides the natural habitat of the plants and animals. So biogeography is at the interface between physical and human geography. Now, biogeography is divided into ecology, plant geography, environmental geography, and geogeography. Now, let us start with plant geography first. What do you mean by plant geography? Plant geography means study of spatial distribution of natural vegetation in their habitats. Now, what is geogeography? Geogeography means spatial distribution and geographical characteristics of animals and their habitats. Now, what is ecology then? Ecology is the interaction or interrelationship of the living organisms, these are my living organisms, along with the abiotic surrounding where they are living in. Or we can say that ecology is a scientific study of the species in their habitats. Now, what do you mean by environmental geography? Environmental geography is a new form of geography where it mainly deals with the environmental problems like the land degradation, problem of soil erosion, pollution, increasing rate of pollution, and the need to conserve the resources for future benefits. That is referred as environmental geography, which is mainly concerned with the degradation of environment and the ways to conserve the environment. So I hope so you all understood physical geography, branches of physical geography, branches of human geography, and the branches of biogeography. Now let us move ahead with the next branch of geography, that is based on the regional approach. Now let us understand the branches of geography based on the regional approach. Now, on the basis of regional approach, geography is divided into regional studies, regional development, regional analysis, and regional planning. Now let us move ahead with regional studies. Regional studies means study of the region at macro level, meso level, and micro level. That means study of the larger area, a larger system first, then the medium system, and then the smaller system. So this is my macro. That means regional studies of the larger areas, meso, regional studies of the medium areas, and micro, regional studies of the smaller areas. Or we can say that regional study of larger system, regional study of the medium system, and regional study of the lower system, right? Now, what is regional development? Regional development means development of particular regions which will help in the development of the people living there. Maybe economic development, maybe in terms of cultural development or social development. So that is referred as regional development. Now the third point is a regional analysis. That means to analyze the regions, to differentiate, to identify what are the features or what are the uniqueness of that particular region, which is differentiating that region from the other region. Now, regional planning. What is regional planning? To plan, right, at the rural level, that means the village level, and planning at the urban level, right? That is called my regional planning. Now we will see there are two aspects which are common to every discipline. First is related to philosophy, which is subdivided into geographical thought, Now, what is geographical thought? Geographical thought is a phenomena or is an important branch of geography, we can say, which gives us the geographical knowledge, that how geographical knowledge has developed in the context, in terms of time, in terms of space, how the different geographical knowledge developed. It is very important. It gave a broader aspect of geography to the geographers, or to the ones who are just getting the oral description of geography. So geographical thought is another important aspect which is related to geography. And land and human interaction. It can be also said human ecology. And the second, which is very important, are methods and techniques. And geography is related to methods and techniques. First one, cartography. Cartography means the art of making maps, right? The art or science of making maps, and we know the geography is related with cartography. Quantitative or statistical techniques. Yes, we have to use different statistical techniques to utilize the quantum of data, or to construct some bars or diagrams, which is very important to compare between two variables, or to understand the relationship between two variables, two or more variables. We have geoinformatics, which includes GPS, GIS, field survey, which is very, very important, so that we can get the primary data on which we actually can work, the real data which are required to understand the relationship or the distribution of phenomena in space and time. Now, so what we can understand, that geography as a curriculum maintains and follows this formats, right? But it is not static. It is very common that every discipline or any discipline will have new changes. That means new ideas will come into being. There will be new problems. There will be new methods and techniques to solve out the problems, right? So geography as a curricula is not static. Every discipline is constantly getting changed with the coming of new ideas and new methods and techniques being utilized. As human beings became more adhered to technology, so it became easier for the geographers to utilize the large quantum of data. So an attempt of analysis became much faster. Now, like coming up of GIS. GIS has opened a new vistas of knowledge. GPS is very important because it helped to locate any place. So technology has actually helped the geographers to attempt analysis on a more faster basis. Right. Now let us move ahead with the next topic, physical geography and its importance. Physical geography and its importance. Physical geography includes lithosphere, which means landforms, relief, drainage, right? It is related to atmosphere, means composition, structure of the atmosphere, elements of weather and climate, temperature, precipitation, wind system, different climatic types. It includes hydrosphere, that means including all the water bodies, lake, sea, ocean, river, or any other water bodies. And also includes biosphere, which means living organisms, human beings, and it also includes its sustaining mechanism. That means sustaining mechanism of the living organisms like food chain, food wave, ecological parameters, and ecological balance. Now let us move ahead with lithosphere. Lithosphere is a solid crust of the earth which is covered by soil. The process by which soil formed, that means the process of soil formation, is known as pedogenesis. Now the soil is formed, or we can say the formation of soil depends upon certain factors like parent rock, time, microorganisms, then climatic conditions, where most important climatic conditions are temperature and precipitation. Now in the lithosphere, we will see mountains, plains, plateaus. That means lithosphere is providing us the land where the human beings are utilizing the land for their own means. Like as we see plains. Plains are important. Why the plains are important? Because it provides a base for agriculture or for settlements, right? Mountains. Mountains provide scenic beauty. That means very important for tourism. We will see forest, huge reserve of forest. So we can say forest wealth can be found here. Rivers, which can be utilized for hydroelectricity. Provide us with plateaus, which are important source of mineral wealth. Next is atmosphere. Now in atmosphere, the main element is climate. Now, on the basis of climate, we will see the food habits, dressing pattern, housing types, differs from one place to another. Not only this, we will see that vegetation, distribution of vegetation, then on the basis of vegetation, climate, animals, right? Then we will see cropping patterns, livestock farming, or settling of industries. All will depend on the climatic conditions. The human being has modified like with modified technology, we will see that they can modify the elements of climate, like in a specific area. For example, innovation of air conditioner. So obviously it is changing or modifying the element of climate in that particular area where air conditions are installed. Temperature, plays another important role, because on the basis of temperature, it depends that how much dense the forest will be. So density of the forest or dense forest and the quality of grasslands are dependent on temperature. The areas where temperature will be high, that means they will have high temperature, their precipitation will be also high. Now, high precipitation will again help in the dense growth of forest, and also it will lead to increase in infiltration, which will recharge underground water table. How? Because the water will get stored in the aquifers, right? This way the temperature and precipitation affect the where the forest will be dense, what will be the quality of grasslands. It will lead to increase in infiltration and recharge underground water table. Next, it includes hydrosphere. So hydrosphere means the water bodies. Now water bodies are great source of resources. Not only seafood or fish, they can be termed as resources, but also here we will find mineral resources. Right? Like we can obtain manganese nodules, petroleum, natural gas from the ocean beds. So, hydrosphere is also considered as a very important reserve of resources. Biosphere means living organisms, human beings, microorganisms, which is dependent on mainly soil. First, why? Because soil will provide the base for the living organisms, human beings or microorganisms. Soil is a renewable resource. The fertility of the soil depends on nature and also activities of human beings. They are also dependent on water bodies, atmosphere. Right. So we can say that biosphere is actually interacting with land, air and water. This is my biosphere. So the study of physical geography is emerging as a discipline of evaluating and management of natural resources. Now, how can we achieve this objective of management of natural resources and evaluating it? How can we achieve? It is very important to understand the integrating relationship between physical environment and human beings. Now, physical environment provide us with the base and with resources. Now this base and the natural resources are utilized by human beings for their economic and cultural development. But now as we will see that our technology is developing, with the development of technology, it has accelerated the pace of utilization of resources. So we can say that resources are being overutilized by human beings, which is leading to an imbalance, ecological imbalance, right? So it is very important to understand physical environment and human beings so that we can plan for a sustainable development. That means to achieve sustainability, we need to understand the relationship between physical environment and human beings. So with this, we are completing the chapter. This was the last topic of this chapter. I hope so all of you understood. Please go through the video very well and read your NCERT books. If you like my content, don't forget to comment in the box below given. Give a like if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. So I am signing off for the day. Thank you.